Have you ever let not reaching a goal send you into a shame spiral? It can sometimes make you feel like it would be better to set lower goals so that you could achieve them. But is that really what the point of setting goals is? In today's video, I have a new perspective to share with you about why we should set really big goals, even if there's no way we could reach them. I'm Lori Reeves, founder and CEO of Brand Strength. I help service-providing entrepreneurs develop, sell, and deliver their dream offers to their dream clients so they can change more lives than ever. Okay, so as an entrepreneur, it can sometimes feel like our job is to set goals and then go after them. But I can remember at the beginning of my entrepreneurial career where I hesitated to set big goals because I felt like I was setting myself up for disappointment if I didn't reach that goal. It felt too scary to me to set what felt like a big goal because of what I would make it mean about myself if I didn't achieve that goal. So we can get into the mindset of feeling like the goals that we're setting must be attainable. And some people will tell you that you should only set goals that are attainable. But the problem with doing that is that you reach that goal and then you don't push yourself further. You stop there and you celebrate. And what happens when you do that is you never really know what you are capable of because you stop reaching, right? You stop going after the goal once you've reached it. So today I want to talk to you about why you should consider setting goals that you could never reach. Now, if you manage your mind well enough, if you manage the thoughts and the feelings that you have on a regular basis, this will not be a problem for you. If you don't, though, if you don't spend time thinking about your thoughts, it's very meta, but if you don't spend time managing your thoughts and the emotions that you have, this can be something that's detrimental for you. But it's attainable for anybody, okay? This is something that any entrepreneur can and should do because of what happens when you do it. So if you ask me, the point of setting goals is not actually to reach the goal. What? What's the point of setting a goal then, right? Okay, so here's the perspective shift that I want to offer you. The point of setting a goal is not to reach the goal, but to become the person who could reach the goal. That's what you set a goal for. If you set a goal that you believe is outside of your reach, not necessarily like completely impossible, but that would be something that would stretch you so far, you really think that the chances of you getting it are very, very slim. But then you go after that goal with the agreement with yourself that you will not stop until the time that you've given yourself is up. You will think through everything that you have control over and try to make sure that you are doing the actions that you can control. A lot of times when we set a goal, if things don't go our way, we want to look externally and say, well, this didn't happen because this circumstance was this way, or the Facebook algorithm completely screwed me. It's not my fault. Or this person didn't react the way they were supposed to react, or I had somebody on my team who didn't do something they were supposed to do, or didn't do it in the way that they were supposed to do it, right? I know we all have some self-talk like this. The problem is, you can't control anything that's outside of you. So trying is a futile attempt, right? Like you shouldn't spend your time trying to control things or trying to change circumstances that you can't possibly change. Or spending time saying it's the fault of those circumstances that I don't have the result that I want. If you're constantly looking at what you can control and evaluating what's going well, what's not going well, and what could I do differently to get a different result, then you will always be tapping into that portion of your brain that has all the answers. Because I do believe that all the genius that you need to accomplish every goal that's in your heart and in your mind, all that genius exists within your brain. Thinking that other people have to give us a strategy or tell us what to do will keep us where we feel like we don't have control. We're out of control at that point. And when you are out of control, what can you do? It feels very limiting, right? But if you always take responsibility for what you can control and always focus on doing the things that you can control, you will see different results. You will push yourself farther. You will have new ideas. The genius behind an evaluation where you're saying, okay, what is going well? What is not going well? And what would I do differently? Is that last question. The magic lies in that last question. What would I do differently? That question forces your brain to start rolling through the Rolodex of things that you've seen, ideas that you can have, new sparks of inspiration that you can try. All the answers lie within you, okay? So I want you to start thinking about how could I start setting some goals that are pretty unattainable, but still you could make happen, okay? So some people will tell you to set like a low-end goal and a medium goal and a blow-your-mind goal. I think that's good as long as you are not going to stop when you hit one of those. That's not the blow-your-mind goal, okay? So if you were an entrepreneur and you wanted to do a launch and you wanted to sell a certain amount of it, make a certain amount of money, don't let yourself stop when you make the low or middle goal until the launch is over. Until that launch is over, you could still hit that amazing goal. And as long as you hold it in your brain as a possibility that you have the ideas, you have the things that you can control, you have that authority to do whatever you can come up with to try to reach that goal, you will become a different person in the pursuit of that goal. And I think that's the whole point of setting goals. If you want to grow a business, if you want to become a person that you are not currently, it's kind of like I talked about last week in the video last week about casting the role for yourself and then putting yourself in that role. Saying, okay, I just read through the casting of who this character is. This is the character I'm playing, right? That's kind of the same thing I'm talking about this week when I'm talking about setting these goals that force you to become a different person than you are now. Because once you do that, once you get that experience under your belt, you are that person. And then the next time you might actually hit that goal. You might even set it higher than that so that you can become that next version of that evolved person. This all just helps you grow. But again, remember what I was talking about before. Make sure that you are managing your mind. If you feel yourself going into shame, stop. Think about what thoughts am I thinking? Because your thoughts are creating a feeling, okay? If you are feeling shame, you are thinking things like, this will never work, I'm the worst, there's no way I could possibly do this, I don't know why I would think I could, right? Those thoughts are leading to you feeling shame. So if you can, at that moment, say, okay, I'm having a thought that I suck and I'll never make it happen. And I do feel like that's true. At this moment, I feel like that's true. But can I find another thought that will be as true as the one I just thought and be evidence that maybe I don't suck? If you can find another thought that feels as true or truer than the one that's making you feel shame, focus on that thought. You will change your feelings. If you need to have a little pity party and cry it out, that's okay, but don't stay there. And just see who you can become because of the goals that you set for yourself. I'm curious to know how this landed for you. I'd love for you to leave a comment, give me a like, subscribe to my channel. I'm here every week bringing you wisdom, experience, knowledge, and some tools so that you can go out there and become the best version of yourself, the version of yourself that makes the biggest impact in the world that you could possibly make. So I'd love to see you back here next week. I'll talk to you soon.